Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, my MSQ journey. We have bridged the halfway mark, the previous chapter being quite involved. Bit of a midpoint turning point in the story, but not exactly the wide eyes moment. Almost. I'm sure we'll get there momentarily. We move on to quest number 52. Ever greater, ever brighter. Tural is brimming with pride. I'll right into it then. One moment. I was not ready for that. Woklamat has truly come into her own, has she not? Indeed. Even as she moved the people with her heartfelt words, she retained her characteristic spontaneity, as evidenced by her nomination of Koana as fellow Dawn Servant. Quite. As sudden as it was, I would have liked to believe she gave it all due consideration. She could do far worse. Koana completed every feat except the last, and that he only forfeited to help Woklamat secure victory. I look forward to seeing how Tural will prosper under their care. Indeed. There she is. Everyone, thank you for coming. I could see you all perfectly from up there. It was an impressive speech, Dawn Servant. I told you, no titles. Besides, after everything we've been through together, you're nothing less than family. So, like my family does, I'd like you to call me Lamachi. Oh. I'll try to pronounce it correctly. Yeah, that's definitely me. Yeah. Don't worry about that. However you say it, I'll know it'll be with love. I wonder if her nameplate will actually change. If we do mispronounce it, please correct us, but it would be my honor to call you Lamachi. Mine as well. Indeed, consider us your Eorzean cousins, if such a notion appeals to you. Eorzean cousins. It's a little embarrassing, but not in a bad way. A little dorky. There's still lots I'd like to say, but I need to make my rounds first. I want to thank my supporters who are visiting on the occasion. Could you wait for me here? Of course, we'll keep ourselves entertained. That said, would you join me? Me? Oh, okay. Wonderful. Come and meet me outside of the Winged Walk, then. Okie dokie. The Winged Walk. Very well, very well. Can't believe I saw Kettenram in attendance, did you? No, because he might be dead. Lamachi? Lamachi? Don't worry about us. Go and have fun with Lamachi. She'll always be Woklamat to me, no matter how important she gets. That's fair. Whee! Alright, where are we going? Where are we starting? What are we doing? Who are we talking to? Ready? Let's go. Our first stop is Aunt T's Tacos, and not just for a snack, I promise. Wook-Evo and Mablu should be there. Woklamat is now accompanying you. Well, you need to get those spicy tacos, though. Ah! The blue quests! The blue quests! I had done some. So I took some time to do blue quests to do these the other day. But I'm sure they will continue mounting. Let's go, it's taco time. taco time, taco time. Give some of them tacos. There they are. And Tobly. Dawnservant Wooklamot? Oh, she was just marvelous up there, wasn't she? I simply wept with joy. It's been a while since I've made it to the capital. I'm glad to find it so lively. Okohali. Ohokali, rather, other way around. These tacos are delicious. Though no doubt even tastier if topped with reeds. Oh my god. Of course, since we'll be at Aunt T's Tacos anyway, you might as well pick up some snacks as well, right? Obviously. It's Wook Evu. Bum 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 bum. Dawnservant Wooklamot, words cannot well express the profound joy your ascension has brought me. No new formalities, still the same old me. Alright then, I shall forgo formalities. Yep. But I cannot. You are the Dawnservant. Too disrespectful it is to address you without your due title. As Dawnservant, I'm ordering you to not bother with formalities. All right then. I won't bother anymore. Yep. I could more easily converse with a drunken alpaca. Whoa, come on. Thank you for helping Wooklamot become Dawnservant Bay. Political opinions in our community may have been divided, but a Dawnservant's ascension presents us all with a prime opportunity, which is why I convinced everyone to participate in a commemorative sales campaign. Oh, good. A wonderful plan, no? My first big undertaking as a merchant. I do like the sound of a sale, so long as I'm not persuaded to buy too much. Ha! So good to see all of you again. I wanted to personally thank each of you for your help. The feat of reeds and the feat of gold were my first true tests as a claimant. If not for your guidance, I would have failed at the rite of secession before I fully understood its importance. Now that you've all given me a taste for celebrating culture, I can't wait to see what else Tural has to offer. In Jacques Tural, for instance. As always, you must observe proper etiquette. I would be happy to offer you my services as a tutor, should you desire them. I can think of no better instructor. I'll be sure to bring Koana as well. Your duties as Dawnservant will be plentiful. Don't forget your promise to attend Ihihana next season. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. Well, I've made a name for myself as a merchant. I'll come by... Oh, when I made a name for myself as a merchant, I'll come by the palace and tell you about my biggest sales. I look forward to it. I have been personally attending to your alpacas at care. Dare we hope to see you at the ranch again. Tell my fluffy, spit-filled friend that Wooklamot will visit soon. Anyway, you'll have to excuse us. Oh, you haven't seen Fontaine around, have you? A tall, slim fellow with long, pointy ears. I saw a man matching that description by the weapons dealer in Bayside Bevy in the company of a moblin and a pair of Yokhui, if I remember correctly. Bayside Bevy, got it. Enjoy the festivities, everyone. And the tacos. Indeed. And the tacos. We could not have asked for a finer Dawnservant. And it's settled. The Dawnservant Dedication Day discount is hereby in effect. The D cubed. The first promise's golden alpaca is as spirited as ever. Too spirited, if you ask me. I hope Dawnservant Koana will join us for Ihihana as well. Sounds like Fontaine has made new friends, which should make him easy to find. Hey, we didn't pick up any tacos. You can't, like, even buy any. Yo, meat on sticks. Meat on sticks, meat on sticks, meat on sticks, sticks on meat, meat on sticks. It's a big deal in a lot of countries. Meat on sticks. Look it up. Whoa! It's the Tallman. It is the Tallman indeed. I have not come to Tural in quite some time. The citizens behold the high luminary with awe. No doubt few have seen one of his station or his stature. He's very tall. Hot friend, Rock is grateful for this meet again. Oh, there's Fonjate. The other blob of NPCs. We gotta say goodbye to this chapter of our story because we're about to go to, I don't know, a totally different game. Dawn Servant, may you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming, everyone. I know the journey to Tural isn't a short one. Long road, worth the travel to congratulate new Dawn Servants. To hear the head of reason had passed bring me sorrow, but we who remember him will ensure he lives on. May the accolades of this day be as offerings to the future he envisioned. The High Luminary and I attended on behalf of Warlord's Echo. Had our people come en masse, we would have been an obstruction. Well, there was a lot of room on the sides. There was a lot of room on the sides of the ceremony hall. You would have been fine. Nonsense. You're always welcome. All of you. This is your city as much as anyone's. I'm glad to see you hail and whole, Bay. Though I know little of the particulars, I can only imagine your latest adventure has been both long and colorful. Beginning with near shipwreck, if you'll remember, yet here we stand celebrating the ascension of your claimant. When my journey began, I thought only of preserving the peace that my father worked so hard to create. But the fear of pots, the feat of proof, the feat of pots, the feat of proof, and the feat of ice showed me that peace is not simply the absence of war. The only fear she has is boats, balloons, and alpacas. Being able to live together in safety and happiness, that was what my father envisioned for this nation. That's the Tural I want for you all. So I promise you this, as Dawn Servant, I will do everything I can to bring that same happiness to the bandits in Kozomayuka and the Yakhui of Chirwargar Saltern. I won't forsake them. As I was moved by your father's influence, so too may the Chirwargar come to accept your peace. Their beliefs have stood for a millennium. While not easily shifted, neither are they immutable. Well, I can be pretty determined. I'll come around eventually, mark my words. I can vouch for the efficacy of such determination. Thanks to the Moblin's hospitality, I've been able to rediscover the joy of my craft and honor my father's legacy. Now that good living is secure, the village overflows with field smiles. Such cooperation between Hellpans and Potsworn is the very spirit of a healthy pot pact. A partnership like yours is bound to be fruitful. I look forward to seeing the fantastic pieces you produce. There are some other people I'd like to see, so we should take our leave. Let's try and find Hunmunruk. Hunmuruk. The Jabrax Rax? I believe I saw him on the sands below. The Gleam Sands. Thank you. Enjoy your time in the city, and remember, this will always be your home too. Such a big model. Very, very large. Very, very large. Come and visit us in Earthenshire. Rock and I should be glad to welcome you. Why is it should be glad? Rock excited to see how the new Dawn Servants will help hand Tuliolo. The city will be one big happy pot. Let's make for the Gleam Sands. Hunmuruk should be there. Before the ceremony, we pursued the Tuliolo saga on Morrow's measure. I'm proud to see Yokoi glyphic tradition so prominently displayed in the city. Must pay our respects to Galul Jaja, that he will doubtless insist upon a bout. Yeah, probably. Anything wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that one. Way. Schwip. Ah, here they are. You must think my attendance incongruous to such an auspicious occasion. Yet, as autarch of Mamuk, I have a duty to represent the goodwill of my people. What a wonderful variety of foods and flavors they have here. I must be sure to bring some home for the others. Indeed. My. You honor us with a personal visit, Dawn Servant. Congratulations upon your ascension. Oh no, none of that. My title may have changed, but I'm still just Wooklamat. More than just, I'd say. You have grown into a leader fit for this nation. Your father must be proud. Huh. I hope so. But big events like this make me wonder, you know. What my birth parents might say if they knew. Cheeky smile. I imagine they would say it fills their hearts with joy to see the strong, compassionate woman you have become. Aww. I owe you my thanks as well for fulfilling your promise to me. Indeed. I told Bakul Jaja to stay with us. We could all congratulate you in person, but he marched off, muttering something about not being able to face you just yet. It's fair. The boy needs purpose. Purpose beyond catering to the demands of others. He was always too obliging for his own good. I'm sure he'll find his own time. Find it in his own time, especially if he knows his family is there for him. That we are. By the by, have you seen Ketenram anywhere? Tanqua, that is. Tonqua. Ketenram, was it? A strong name. A bit exotic. We called upon him before leaving Mamuk, but he wasn't at home. I don't recall seeing him at the ceremony either. The first promise was notably absent as well, though I assume he required time to salve his injured pride. Well, sure. Everyone thought he'd be the one to succeed, Papa. My victory must have come as quite a shock to him. As for Tonqua, I'm sure he's around here somewhere, or ready to appear when we least expect him. You must be going, but relax, enjoy, and make yourselves at home, and come and visit us anytime. Alright, I think I found everyone I could. Let's return to the others in the Winged Walk. Indeed. Wooklamat may have realized her goal, but I hope you will continue to be a friend to her. I believe so. Crowds are already starting to form. Already. They will, of course, only grow more and more. There are rumors that Galul Jaja may go on pilgrimage now that he's no longer Dawn Servant, though I'm sure the transition process will keep him in the capital for some time yet. Well, you're back. Amber was just regaling us with the stories of Lamachi for when they were litter. What, the one about the taco? It was basically clean when I found it. Or no, the one about Papa's feathers? Look, I don't know where else to wipe my nose. I was too little to know better. That's pretty good. The little Jawdaw stopped by to offer his thanks for our support. He also bade me extend his gratitude to you for assisting a concerned father. I'm not sure what he meant by that, but I'm assuming you do. I do indeed. Welcome back. Hope you didn't rush on our account. No? Talk to everybody. Read all the dialogue.
Seen everyone you wanted to see?
Oh. Wasn't expecting that.
I have. Sorry for keeping you all. Now, there's just one last matter. What Kona spoke to you about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he made it abundantly clear, but I'm completely serious. I want you to stay in Tulishola with me.
I don't know if we can make that decision.
I'm not forcing you, of course, but should you wish it, you'll always have a place here. Ah, that's right. This is for you.
An orchestrion roll?
A permit granting passage to Tural.
Oh.
Which, as I recall, you've yet to see.
That's correct.
An adventurer like you could hardly resist, no?
Hey.
I can't believe our journey is over already.
Who's gonna tell her?
You accepted me as a comrade and stood with me to the end. You have my eternal gratitude. Thank you. Well, I had better get going. I need to start learning all my official Dawn Servant duties. I'll be sure to share what my old man says about the Golden City too, once he tells me. Till then, feel free to pass the time as you like.
For now, I will remain in Tural. There's someone I'd like to see before returning to Sharlayan.
Ah.
What about the rest of you?
Alize and I also intend to remain a while longer. As educational as this experience has been thus far, we feel there are even more lessons to be had for Garlemald. By hearing about the peace your father facilitated, and then seeing you reforge relations with Mamuk, we were reminded of a profound truth. That is, acceptance begins with understanding.
And, like you demonstrated throughout the rite, there are unexpected yet effective ways for two sides to understand each other. The question is how to encourage it, and by seeing more of this nation born of unity, we hope to find some hints.
Personally, I can hardly wait to learn more about the City of Gold. So, if I may, I'd like to stay in Tulishola as well.
By all means. Your rooms are at your disposal for as long as you need them.
And what of you? Thinking of touring Tural, perhaps?
Obviously. Hell yeah. That's the plan.
Of course. You're hardly the type to leave half a continent unexplored.
She knows. She knows about the aether currents. She knows.
Then perhaps we could travel together?
Oh, where are you going?
The person I intend to meet is my mentor, so I'll be visiting my hometown in Tural.
Oh, okay.
If you have no particular destination in mind, I'd be happy to guide you en route.
Okay, fellow bun boy, let's do it.
Then it's farewell for now.
For now.
Take care, all of you.
When you're ready, come and meet me at the Tural Skygate.
Can do.
We're friends to the end, you hear me? Friends to the end!
Aw. Very cute, very cute. Oh, but the Aetherite's way back there. Oh, this run over. That's funny. Almost feels like the Aetherite there should be like here at the gate, but ooh, my legs. All right, I guess the second act, second half of the MSQ begins here, I suppose. Because we are definitely... Now, how did this... So is all of Yaktel available then? I guess it is, yeah. We really only found one Aether Current in all of that running around, huh? Because he went to both places. But obviously there's some more chunks we didn't explore specifically, but still. Didn't really lead us by any. But we will go back and do that at a later time. For now, we move forward. Past these gates and over the bridge lies Tural. You have your permit, yes? Packed and ready? No last minute stops to make before we leave? Forgive me, I'm afraid traveling with our new Dawn servant may have scarred me for life. Scarred you for life. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Let's do it. Meanwhile, in the depths of the sky deep cenote. Yep. That makes sense. How does he have them? He must have stolen the last one he didn't have.
This is the gate to the Golden City.
2 decades ago, your father bade me transcribe a letter to a scholar across the salt, petitioning to the study of the... He discovered was something the Dawn Servant feared enough to seal away forever. And so we thought until the right's objective became the City of Gold. To think that Tonkawa would be listed with its safekeeping. Had I known that dodgering old fool carries a set of keystones, we might have spared ourselves those tiresome feats. Great power sleeps here, and with it, you shall obtain your birthright.
So you say, yet the new Dawn Servants succeeded where I could not. Taking their throat will not be an easy task.
The Brazilian son underestimates his own potential. Yeah. There's no need to worry. Or for worry. Or both. What the hell is that? I have liberated the key from the Dawn Servant's vaults. You alone have the means to unlock the gate. Alright. When did he do that? You will gain all you need. You will gain all you were denied. Oh, goodness. The right, your father's shade, these bitter memories shall soon be forgotten. Seize your future, promise. Open the gate and become the ruler you were destined to be. This needs an evil laugh. Some like interesting hourglass thing. Oh. Oh. It's working. Just holding it? Is some there? Can hear me? At last. Who's there? Show yourself! If only I could. Alas, this gate will not open for me. Only the key in your possession can connect us. Then you are the guardian of the city's great power? I do not claim this power is great, but the knowledge I possess is enough to realize any desire to remake worlds.
Is that so?
Ugh.
Fascinating. Name your price then, for my desire is the world itself.
Yes, yes, the Brazilian sun rises. Together we shall create a nation worthy of our rule. What makes you think that he's going to give you anything after this journey is done? This man's screwed. Promise. Why? What did I say? Oh, is that the writing on the wall over there? Oh, hold on.
The useless tool is cast aside. Deliver me a new world, one that bends to my will.
As you wish, but in exchange... That dolly pull is... It's pushing like the door forward as we pull back. That was cool. It's a fun dolly move. Well, you know that like eyeballs open moment? That may have been that eyeballs open moment, that's for certain. Considering that's like the story has now shifted. Yo, we get a muffin?
Sweet muffin.
Next up, we move on to quest 53. The long road to Jacques Tural. Erenvel is ready to set off. Better to get underway. And present your travel pass to that guard and let us be off. You won't have to wait long to enjoy sightseeing. The bridge to Jacques Tural is a wonder in its own right. Go on. Show your travel pass to the guard.
The gate is barred to save those with express permission from one of the Dawn servants. Signed by Val Wooklamot herself. My apologies, sir. If you wait here just a moment.
That armor still looks so incredibly cool. Oh, there's a purple version? Maybe that's just dyeable to do that? But dark armor with purple feathers? Ooh, boy. Sign my tanks up. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum.
Shall we then?
Just two bun boys crossing a huge bridge. Huge. Oh, this is what I heard people say. Welcome to Tatooine.
On the far side of that great bridge unfolded the wilds of Shaloni, where the sun guides in the Shitonatam. A harsh guide, to be sure, with its blazing rays scorching the land and hardening its inhabitants. But sweeping change had come to the arid expanse when, beneath its red crust, vast deposits of ceruleum were discovered. Embracing this opportunity, Vau Kona supporters hurtle on, driven by dreams of a future illuminated by blue flame. It is here that our journey continues, our path taking us along winding roads of steel. Each length of track a declaration of hope and ambition.
Shaloni.
My home, Yasulani, lies past Shaloni.
Okay. Yashulani. Lies past Shaloni. Oh my god. It's never gonna end, is it?
It will be a long journey, but the railroad should make it easier.
Yeah, railroad. Let's go.
As for the way to the train station, let's ride these fellows, shall we?
What the heck? All right. Oh, what have we here? We got a whole lot of people traveling through here on their way to and from the city. Never a dull moment for me or the Ronique. The Ronique. Why are their eyes absolutely terrifying? Let's go, bud. Let's go. Short on Ronique? Right, so if one will suffice, I have a creature ready and waiting. But if you need two, then you'll have to wait. Shouldn't need two, they're huge. The Ronique have been acting strangely of late, more easily spooked and otherwise disagreeable. Picking out a few fit for Renton proven bothersome work. Their eyeballs are terrifying. They're usually so docile, and the ones I saw earlier didn't appear to be unhealthy either, but much has changed since I was last here. Not the best start to our journey. Still, the train station isn't far. Seeing as we aren't in a hurry, let's go on foot. All right. About that, sir. As well traveled as you look, it's not only the Ronique that have been giving us trouble. Other wildlife has shown signs of aggression too. A merchant should be returning soon with one of our beasts. Stick around till they do, and I'll see you both a Ronique for a safer trip. Your offer is most appreciated. I don't think my friend here is particularly concerned about the wildlife. Actually, I may be a little concerned. But the Ronique, Aaronville. The Ronique! Whatever gets us where we're going. Yeah, the Ronique, Aaronville. The Ronique! Aha. If this is your first time in Shaoloni, I can understand your enthusiasm. It'd be a shame not to ride one at least once while you're here. Ridiculous. It's like riding a buffalo. Which I'm not even sure is very conducive. I don't think. Is riding a buffalo actually conducive? A fair point. If you want to give... If we're to give you that authentic Shaoloni experience, I suppose it's worth the wait. Alright, change of plans. There's a small town nearby. We can pass the time while we're waiting. Take your head to Hutsatahui then. Huswatahui. I have no idea, dude. Husatahui. Husatahui? The man, bring the Ronique over there. Just mind yourself around the drunkards and troublemakers, eh? We stepped into a Wild West game. All of a sudden. Oh, there's already a hunt train going. How many layers? I think each zone has different amounts of layering. Obviously, the earlier ones are going to probably have more. I can go check real quick. You can go look at that on the Aetherite. Have to be attuned to it, that is. Okay, so 3. So maybe the last Maybe the last 3 zones have 3. Maybe 4 zones have 3 and 2 zones have 6. Possibly. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Sorry, I kind of went around the weird way. I saw Aetheryte Current and I want to go to the Crystal. Last time I was here, it's a little more than a camp with a shop or 3. It's quite the Wild West little town I would see here. Oh yeah. Very silly.
Well, well. It's become a proper town.
Proper town.
Hey! Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
This is very Western.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the Deputy Chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Sure he wouldn't prefer his mama's teat?
Whoa.
Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaloni, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch.
This is like suddenly such a different game. This is so wild.
Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
Fine! If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Yo!
Is that?
It's the lad.
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey!
What are you doing, Zekua? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute! You sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends. But for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
Catboy Jim Raynor. Hello, Estinien.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd. Talk is rife, there's a new Dawn Servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Look, we found the door, which we can't open.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Yasulani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
That makes sense. Wherever the wind blows, eh?
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future.
Oh, damn! Boy's liquid now!
But for now, I shall be moving on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it. They're surprisingly delicious.
Cactus can be pretty good. Grilled cactus. Cactus water. Yeah.
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
Well, you don't know that. It's just eating them in the wild. That's the joke. That's the that's the joke. He's just eating them in the wild by himself on a campfire or something. No sooner do we set out than we run into excitement. At least no one was hurt. This Dust Watch has their work cut out for them. For as long as I can remember, all disputes, big or small, were settled by dueling. Yeah. The peoples of Shaloni rarely saw eye to eye. For better or worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. As most people sooner not risk their lives, though, it encourages parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion. The Dust Watch was likely established by supporters of Kohona, preferring peace be enforced through the formal rule of law. A reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Lands Guard would be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Zarolja's authority. All of which is to say that unless a lengthy stay in a jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. Thanks for the sweet muffin. One moment. Hello, Gemstone Trader. Tumbleweeds, rhino neck fleece, and chunks, and then some tuna. Got some fish nearby. All right. Very good. Triple triad immediately. Got no time for that. No time for that, I'm afraid. All right. We move forward then with Quest 54, Saddled Up. Anvil would not dither about for long. I should like to think the stableman has arrived with the Ronorik by now. I'll go ahead and check. If you still have While you still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find us when you've had your fill. This is, you can do side quests if you would like the nod. That's for certain. Could go do a rousing round of triple triad. Later. I'm a triple triad right now. Later. Oh, there he is. Now that I think of it, this is the first time I've traveled with only a single companion. It makes for fewer complications. Well, I'm sure we'll have companions soon enough. I'm going to imagine the second chunk of this story is going to just change up the party we're with. The friend, I take it. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also, been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we've got a lengthy list of folks waiting to use our Reek, which is why I have to ask that you stop at Shinzenze Springs. She's Shen Ni Weze? Shenzeweze? Oh my freaking heck! Stop by the Shizu Springs. There we go, nailed it. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dustwash dealt with this banditry? Kamaka and his fellows are doing what they can, but I reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them up's easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you'll want to take care. Thank you for the warning. Be sure to stay vigilant. Right then, if you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. It's your first time riding, yes, even so. I can't imagine it will prove difficult for you. Ridden many a chocobo. Ready, then saddle up. Your friends seem to know the way, so I won't bother giving you directions. Yep. Alright. Wow! Ah, it's like riding a buffalo. That cannot be comfortable. Or good for your balls. Oh my gosh. Mr. First Time, so we'll take it slow. Care not to let it toss you. No saddles? No saddling. I continue to be struck by how much Shaloni has changed. Time we just visited wasn't even here several years ago. With few reliable opportunities for replenished water supplies, travelers turned to Nopolite tenders. Nopolite tenders? Not just for the water in their stems, mind. Their fruits are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. Taste just like chicken. See that hole there? Some might hope to find water there, but it's brimming with ceruleum. The eruption of flames from within makes for a spectacle, inspiring cautionary tales of people wandering too close. The Wallaki, meanwhile, show great reverence for ceruleum and its blue flames. But that is a discussion for another time. We're here. Good thing for these Ronik. That way wasn't that far, but that's fair. No sooner did we dismount than the next passengers are already on their way. They really are short on Ronik. Now then. This is Shiwa Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Shaloni. People travel here from all over, hoping to find their fortune. The change come to, oh my god, Hasuawati was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station in the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Ayate is her name. If she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Tural. I can but assume she too came here, seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let us see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. You sure? Unless it's populated by enough players. Blue hair is pretty common. You are in an anime game, after all. Hello, fellow blue mage. I also have the blue mage mount. The Morble. I don't ride it very often because I don't like how its tentacles are very wiggly, as one might imagine. But I wanted to get it. Other people wanted to get it too. Blue Mage rating is quite different and silly. There's a couple of Blue Mage videos, I think, on my channel. At least one, if not two. Blue-haired Shitona. Yes, I'm Iyate. And who might you be? He's my friend. Probably just Ayate? Or Iyate? Could it be? Goodness, it is. Elne Erinville. Yes. Doesn't like his old name, I guess. The man grown. You were such a jolly little thing as a child. Rude. You know, it's only been 3 years since last we spoke. Really? Only 3? Suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Iyate. She's been my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. Hello. A fellow bun, I see. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown. Oh, that's his whole name. Elni Shipya? Eleni Shipya. Eleni Shipya? Something like that. Elni what now? Is that what they call you here? Ashamed of his original name? His birth name or something? Want to leave that behind in the clans? Alright, alright. I was born... Yeah. Elne Shipya. I adopted a new name when I became a gleaner. One that adheres to Western Vieira conventions, so as to avoid drawing attention. It makes better sense if you ignore the apostrophe. Yeah, but that's part of the pronunciation, though. Still would read the same. Elene Shipya. Elene Shipya? Elene Shipya. All the apostrophe does normally is different enunciation point on that. Yeah. Well, they'll pronounce it later? Fair enough. I'll hear them say it then, because I have no freaking idea then. I've read some of these words in the new expansion and then heard them pronounced later, and I'm like, oh, so I was just wrong then. All right. It's just too many. I'm just starting to shorten their names because it's too many. Some of it is just I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't understand the dialect, so I don't know how to pronounce it. One that adheres to Eastern Vieira conventions so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that this is a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate it if you continue using my chosen name. That's fine. Homecoming. You know, I've been thinking of paying the old Stampin' Grounds a visit myself. It would be good to see Chachiwa again. She's the finest archer I know. Erenville's mother and mentor. Oh, she's actually... Okay. Mother and mentor. All we knew before was mentor, but I feel like there was definitely a familial connection. Okay. Every time I drop by, you treat us to a veritable feast prepared with fresh game she hunted herself. You're impressed with the bow too, Iate. Oh, you're impressive with the bow too, even among the Shitona. Oh, I couldn't compare to Shashikwa or Kashikwa? Kasikwa. No idea. But her skill at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. That's what earned her a place among Galul Jaja's traveling companions after all. Yep, she was in all the flashbacks we saw. She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tural lit a fire in her. Even after Erenville was born, she oft let him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Okay. Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. It must have been hard on you. Iate, please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? I don't know the distance in your age gap, but sure. Oh, is it a hard C? That's the big thing about reading some of these names, is that I don't know. So if it's Sakiwa or Kakiwa, something like that. Because you never know if, because I don't know why, I feel like they're missing a lot of, I don't know why in the translation, if a lot of these words actually need the different pronunciation, little bibbly bobblies above words, like the lines, the dots, umlauts, whatever. I feel like are they missing? Did they not put them in? Was there an issue with putting special characters in for some of the pronunciation to be more, because each of those means how to pronounce the letters or the combining letters in that vowel or consonant pairing, but I haven't seen like any of them. So no matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you have proved you're a true explorer. Well, he just helped in a way take out Valagaramanda, so thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assume it was but dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. Kinda. But it was real, and we found it. Well, we found a door we can't open. You found it? As part of the rite of succession, I assumed everyone had heard. It's amazing. Oh, she'll be thrilled. And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Well, we should be on our way. Thank you so much for stopping by. Give my best to Kakiwa. Help! I need help! What's that about? Assume bunny ready position. We'll investigate. Please wait here. Onward we go. Swoop. No one's here. Huh. No doubt these are the infamous local bandits. Please, you have to help. I've been robbed. Namika? Uklamat's nursemaid? Erenville. Bay! Come any closer and we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. If you so much as nick her skin, you won't live to regret it. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Did he say this is Wooklamat's nursemaid? Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss. We'll deal with this. Oh, that's the... She's wearing the, the gear. Please, you have to give it back. Oh, she's running. I'm going after Namika. This lot I'll leave to you. Oh, they're about to get glared so hard. Cocky bastard. I'll hang him by his ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. Suddenly, Aerith staff from nowhere. We can deal with them later. First, we need to put this one in the dirt. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, they don't even openly... Oh, there they go. Ow. We're dead if the boss finds out. Damn it all. What did he say? Oh, I didn't even see what he said. They got glared so hard they evaporated. The Eshkayani Wilds. Or the Eshsiyani. Little cemetery going on here. Little bit of that. Hello. No. I say cannot jump over the fence. No need to worry. She's fine. All right. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Probably been fed to some dogs, I guess. They may not manage to get away, but I have an idea where they're headed. You said they stole something from you? A bracelet. It was the parting gift from Wooklamat. I see. Close as you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. What brings you all this way? But the right of succession ended and Wooklamat crowned the next Dawn servant. She was ready to stand on her own. I told her as much, and of my plans to return home to Yashulani. She gave me the bracelet that I might always remember our time together. Filled me with such joy I wanted everyone to know, everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve, and now it's gone. I wouldn't let them take every coin to my name. I would have let them take every coin to my name if only I had left me that bracelet. Well, I got like 100 million. Just like, I'll toss her like, I don't know, 50K. Just, here you go. Does this help? Wouldn't ask what you intend to do now. Well, I know that look. Getting the bracelet back? I'll knock them senseless. That's what Wooklamat would want. I won't do much knocking. I'll blast them with lasers. Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. We'll be fine. I can assure you, no harm will come to us. They will make certain of that. Yeah. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it wouldn't be wise to show more restraint lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps I should come as well to be sure all proceeds as it should. And they literally started it themselves. I'll shoot lasers at them until their HP goes to 0. It's up to them how they decide after that. Don't know what to say. I can see why Wooklamat put so much faith in you both. Before anything else, let's see her back to Springs. Should be safer in town. With a Yate here to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. Let's go back, Poncho Lady. Let's get you back. It's so hard to not like start every time it pops up. I still feel there's some Legend of Zelda motifs that Soken was definitely weaving in here. There's also the fact that the battle music sounds like it's Johnny Quest. It's got the Johnny Quest theme with the horns in there. Not a one-for-one, of course, but some of the notes are definitely very similar. Soken do be watching and playing some old video games, getting inspiration for the Dawntrail soundtrack. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean for you to get involved in this. A number of Iate's mining fellows are here as well. Namika is in good hands. Never told him what happened. You wouldn't need to worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. That bracelet meant everything to her. Those bastards wouldn't care even if they knew. Makes me sick. But at least she's safe. I know you'll set things right. If the Dust Watch can't be bothered to do their jobs, they can piss off. Oh my god. They can piss off! Sounds like Western, very Western era response to the constabulatory of the time, I suppose. I mean, considering how many lawmen would even be in a old Western town. You have like a sheriff and a few deputies for, you know, I don't even know, 100, 300 people. I don't even know what the bleeding rate would be. Obviously, you can't look at just like movies as a direct relation to that, since those are romanticized to some degree. Yo, where you getting all this stuff? Creamy hot chocolate, wild banana blend, tender shortcake? Ugh. Fruit and aloe jelly? Holy crap. In the middle of the desert? Y'all take some freaking tender shortcake, though. Layered with whipped cream and sliced, yeah, Nopala tender tunas. So like slice of cactus fruit. This light and fruity dessert is the perfect summertime treat. Let's go. Sorry, I got distracted. Next up, quest number 55, Braced for Trouble. Arenville's composed demeanor belies his eagerness to help Namika. All right, let's go and recover that bracelet. While I have nothing but contempt for those bandits, as this involves a gift from Wuklamot, we must be mindful how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. If it comes to violence, I ask you stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Dust Watch. Meh. Well now, that makes me think you're strong. Really strong. Are you? I may have saved the star on one occasion. No more than any other adventurer, or hit her with the triple dot. I kind of like the idea of the triple dot here. But I may have saved the star on one occasion is actually pretty on the nose. I don't know. What would you say about that? You saved the star? It's a bold claim to make, but if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. If your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there anything you can tell us about these bandits? Let's see. Well, of late, there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tonatinwani. Tonatinwani? To the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Now, ceruleum extraction is a big business. No one wants to waste their time picking up the dried up veins there. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits. Not to mention that the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. She'll be investigating that place. I can let the Dust Watch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. Something I'd like to ascertain. If you've no objections. Alright. Right then, let's be off. Let us be off, indeed. You find those bandits and you beat them bloody, you hear? If you sense trouble, promise me you'll put yourself first. I think we will be okay. You are what you drink is the name of that fate. Okay. There's totally a melody of Zelda in there. That's totally a Zelda melody. I'm starting to peel away the layers of inspiration that Soken pulled apart for this. I'm sure there's plenty more. I imagine there's like over 100 songs to this expansion, but starting to hear the motifs come through. Dun, 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 dun. Seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. All right. Mm-hmm. Right. Made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dust Watch not have noticed by now? A question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. Ramshackle as they are, it should prove simple enough to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. Bandits will not notice you here. You can safely eavesdrop on any inside. As you lean in to listen, you begin to pick up voices in the muffled chatter. Don't know where we would be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike a witch. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Now, when we've got a boss who can keep the Dust Watch off our backs. Ha! Hey, watch what we say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Oh, so someone had the Dust Watch as part of the bandits. I'm assuming the guy with the pencil thin mustache. Probably so. Maybe so, but who'd ever believe one of them sainted souls was running our crew? The drunk who bought your story about the gold shitting alpaca, am I right? Yeah, I'm assuming probably the pencil-thin mustache guy from the opening cutscene, if I had to guesstimate. I hear a aetherite current nearby, or an aether current. Aetherite's the crystal. Let me out of here, you bastard! Shut your mouth, you sniveling little brat! Make me. I'll get you all back for framing my friends. The vulture, most of all. You tell him he can eat shit. Got him. How about we give you a chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Oh, okay. Yeah, get him, Bahamut. He's resetting though, so it's not gonna actually get nothing. He's coming back. Get him, Bahamut. That boy got Bahamuted. Hello, Aaronville. The bandits who took the bracelet maybe in this building. Have a listen and see what you can find out. Do. I brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan.
You idiot! How are you supposed to move something like this without attracting attention?
Boss, please, I'm sorry.
I reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions, sell it for a song. Here, your reward. And don't bring back me this kind of grief again.
I won't, boss, thank you. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. Indeed. So, are you able to learn anything? Indeed. Stuff and or also things. Their leader is a man of the Dust Watch. I'll explain why these bandits are able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him? Seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything else of note? Yeah, that kid's in one of those rooms. Zakoa, the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, is it? And you say they threatened to take him to speak with the Vulture, their leader's alias, no doubt. He's a Marvel supervillain, actually. Kind of part of the Sinister Six, Spider-Man, all that kind of good stuff. Maybe you've heard of him. Fitting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash of robberies in Huatsohayati, we also know he has the bracelet. Retrieving it without bloodshed will be proved difficult, though, if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. Need to get him alone? I'll storm their hideout. I can take them. I mean, I can. What is he going to say about that, though? The direct approach may have served you well in the past, but it won't suffice here. Huote is the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. He would claim we're the criminals in all this, and no few people would believe him. I have a plan. It's a small settlement in the southeast of here. Lu Watine Wa Wapsa. We're calling that place the Wawa. That's now the Wawa. Southeast of here. Meet me there and I'll explain everything. Gonna go stop at the Wawa. Get some chips and a sandwich. Maybe a drink too. Maybe a yoo-hoo? Yeah, that bridge though, big though. Look at that bridge. Holy shoot, that bridge though. Dang. What of the Flame Drinker? A lot of enemies that kind of stick out against the ground. It's kind of weird. Oh, there's a Nopla Tender. God, that's creepy. Like the triple heads. Very creepy. Those strings do be getting strummed. In order to retrieve the bracelet without conflict, it wouldn't be done barging through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. To do that, we'll avail ourselves of Yehisia. We'll avail ourselves of Yehisia. Yehisia? What the hell is that? Dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. Okay. It's their breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. With a few ingredients and a sample of their feces. Yay, poop quests have come to Final Fantasy XIV! It is now an official MMO. I can create an attractant that resembles this scent when burned. We can then lure the Yehisia into the bandits' hideout, flushing out the vulture and his gang. Then, while they contend with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. I'm afraid I must ask you to collect the excrement. While you see to that, I will go and procure the remaining ingredients. Ha! Before you say anything, I do not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants we require. Here, take these 3 pouches, see them filled, and I'll handle the rest. 3 pouches of shit, Aaronville? How much do you need? Three whole ass pouches, this man. Small sack made of hemp, hopefully thick enough to keep its contents from rubbing off on your hands. Yehee! Yehee. Yeah, Yehisia. The pterodactyls. Because why not? They're up. We've got animated cactuses. We can have pterodactyls too. Oh, there's some freaking triceratops right there. I got stuck on the cacti. Yeah. Blech. You survey the area, but see no sign of droppings. You survey the area but see no signs. Ah, foul-smelling nest. Oh, good. Find a pile of droppings. Gingerly scoop them into your pouch. Indeed. Man. I'm back with the poop. Finished already, are we? A small hem sack full to bursting with leavings. So you pray to the 12, it doesn't actually burst. Yeah, I've met them. Excellent, this will do nicely. All what's left is to mix the feces with tumbleclaw fibers, dried nopala tender, root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Come, let's get back to Tona Diwani. Yes, let's. Rockman. Weird blue ceruleum Rockman. Rawr. 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 Big Phoenix. I'm back. Everything is ready. We're going to set our plan into motion. Unfortunately, it's piety food. So wild banana blend is the next slight bump. Probably not the final food. Do we know what the final foods are? Are they 690 or 700 eye level? This is probably like the Dawntrail tier 1 food, and there'll be one more tier higher. Because this one is yeah, still weaker than the current one we have. Right then, quest 56, blowing smoke. Aaronville's gaze is fixed on the bandits' hideout. A fair number appear to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I'll keep watch from here. The attractant I leave to you. Toss it in the bonfire in the middle of the town. The yahee will come soon after. Okie dokie. A sack of ingredients that, when burned, is guaranteed to attract Yahihi Siya, and leave near everything else fit to retch. Oh. Excuse me, pardon me. I had to throw something in your fire real quick. Don't mind me. Boof. Boof. Ew, gross. I probably smell awful. Burning poop smells terrible. What was that smell? Oh, it reeks. What'd you put in that fire? Wasn't me, I swear. Ugh. Did something die? Yep, there he is. With Yote. Told you, pencil mustache man. Someone explain that ungodly stench to me. Yep. Yep. Boss, over there. Huh? What in the world? Ah! Blech. Run for your lives! So ridiculous. The smoke's what drew them here. I swear, when I find out who did this. Howdy, howdy. I'd say our friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Yeah, but it's in his butt pocket. Back pocket. You've got 10 back pockets. Left cheek. Left cheek. Hey, what's going on out there? I'm still in here, in case you've forgotten. Sit tight. We'll be right back for you. What? Get me out of here now. They're gonna kill me. I'm begging you, please. Shh. They'll hear you. Shit. Who was that? Hey, you gonna help me or what? The bracelet must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now. All right. Bum 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 bum. Oh, Zekoa. Thanks, I owe you one. The moment I thought you might actually leave me behind. You have orange Zell hair. Also, nice tank top, bro. All that effort, not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. He's just some dude. No need to apologize. We were planning to save you, but eventually. Really? Not even know who you are. You secret admirers of mine or something? No. I'm just having fun with you. I do appreciate the help. This man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? The one and the same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. Don't explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. You're trying to get back something the Vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do. You bailed me out back there. I had an idea where he's hid his cash. Reckon he's heading there now too. It can go together. I got a score to settle with him myself. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so the bandits at Tony Wabba, they're called the Daybreakers, and it's me and my friends that founded the group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needing help to even the odds. It was 3 years ago. Whenever we found ourselves someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how, with a duel. I see, by the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held in account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. We made damn sure they did every time. Before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. And my tank top. Then, about a year ago, Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. But when we showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when they really won them over. When he really won them over, this dingus. Now the Daybreakers, nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people it was created to protect. Talked over with my friends, Quickana and Luwine, so Luwine and Quickana and Luwine. We all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel, and he accepted. So remember how he gloated that he'd win. When the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. As if it wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was, until that guy with the spear stopped me. Sooner I had stepped out of the town, the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. Took me prisoner, then, well, you know the rest. So the Dust Watch would be of no help. Were they all working for the Vulture then? No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kimaka, is as honest as they come. Ah, yes, Western Jim Raynor. A staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting. Doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chiefs, what do you think he'd believe? Well, if he knows where the Vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? Well, it's worth having a plan. I can't do it alone. A plan? All I ask that you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at the Swish Springs. I guess we can divide what we do after he gives us the pitch. Decide what to do, rather. I'm grateful he could take us to the deputy. I'm grateful he could take us to the deputy chief, but it'll all be for naught if we're seen. Good, you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Should be long now before Wihute shows up. Ooh. Get ourselves a little Western duel coming in. Could take some more wild banana blend. Jatika bananas take center stage in this sweet and tangy summertime smoothie. All right then. Quest number 57, Law of the Land. Everyone looks expectantly for Huihuiute. Whatever his name is. Damn it. Well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tural, where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'll trust a lackey with that business, given the providence of the piece. No, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he gets the coin, got that coin in hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after Huasuhuati, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Owned. Well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. There's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to get back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him out of here. Over to Huasatwa would be the ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the others to search the barrels for any stolen goods. Using that, we'll expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if Huihuite is carrying the bracelet. But regardless, there'll be time enough to find it once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign innocence? Oh, he'll try, and that's when we'll challenge him to a duel. Ah, yes. Blast him. A duel. That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but like before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Well, I mean, I guess you kind of did before, but then Estinien stopped you, so... Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels in the old ways. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. I guess he didn't specifically call the duel yet. That's why. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? Not as though we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. It's not as if we'd be using live rounds. And how do you duel? What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, it'll be the end of the vulture. The plan's not without its flaws, but what do you think? I say, let Zekawa have his duel. We can trust in the old laws as long as we get the bracelet back. Yeah, let him do his thing. See how it goes. Thanks. I sure was lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. If you're satisfied, then so am I. You know, count on you. I was seen and told Tenwani. Probably best I stay and search the barrels. And you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. If he suspects a trap, you won't be able to resist taking the bait. You want to buy your friend as much time as possible and make your way to... Once we got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright then, let's get to it. And break. Boom, bong, 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 bong. What's up? We Hyote? The yahee. Likely that Shatona's doing. What's his angle? Well, then there's that brat. It's past time I dealt with him. He's oblivious to my presence. Gently poke to get his attention. What the hell? Poke him? Poke him? Right in the nipple. What's this? Oh, an unfamiliar face in these parts. Have you need of the Dust Watch, sir? What? Zeko tried to rob you. Did you apprehend him? I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from prison, he turned into a life of crime. How awful. Give my sincerest thanks, sir. I don't trouble you to take me to him. Oh, this is weird. He's accompanying me. Strange, you can talk to him and stuff too. Something the matter? If not, then please lead on. Yeah, but can you do this? Woo! Interesting. Ask about the Shishiri Wheezy Springs. Not this is appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist. Shishinawizi Springs is home to a thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables, though. Are you an undesirable, sir? Are you, in fact, one of the undesirables? You turncoat son of a bitch! Yes. All right, we're Hute. You see those sparkles up there? Something's gonna happen at these in the room. There are sparkles. You ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for that, boy. Is this the place? I don't see him. Whoops, silly me. This isn't the right place. Just a little further. I see. Very well. Lead on. Big. And I can't wait to overheal more with Medica 3 now. There's gold in these fields. Blue gold. Best beware of the beast in these parts. They may prefer a snack on ceruleum, but for you, I reckon they make an exception. Animals eat the ceruleum? Just chewing on gasoline, essentially? I love drinking this gasoline. It's my favorite. Is this the place then? Sorry, slowing my way around. Some sort of joke of all the... Let's keep moving. He won't help me fight, will he? He just stands there. He do just be standing there. Yeah, he just stands there. Okay. Didn't know if he would blast random critters that fight. What the hell? That's gonna be a S rank? S rank? A rank? What is that? Could just be a hunt mob. Maybe just an A rank hunt mob. It's a big lizard. Very large lizard. But it's aggro. It's red, so if I walk by, it'll just bite my face off. It's right here by this quest marker, which is a little bit suspect. You know, wait, I gotta pronounce its name. Kaninihiwamewi. No idea. This better be the place. Left him tied up around a big rock. Must have been a different rock. My patience is wearing awfully thin, sir. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I would both dearly regret. Yeah? What will that be? There's a talking point way over here, and then... Okay. We're just learning more about the story and stuff, so... Ask about the Nopolit tenders. Unless you'd rather I feed you to one raw, needles and all, cut the chit-chat. Huh. This man got nothing. He would not be able to handle the glare. The glare forward would be too much for him. My nose is so itchy. Cat hair and allergies. Stop it. All right. Where is he? Indeed. I don't see him anywhere. Where is Zekowa? Tell me where he is or I'll bury you in the same grave. Confound it. He must have escaped. Goodness me. Where could he have gone? I gotta get him with the goodness me. That's it. I've had enough of these games and I've had it with you. Hey, well, Hughie, you looking for me? If you want to place me under arrest, you have to work a little harder. Chase me. Oh no, chase me. Don't. Oh no, chase me. I'm running. Ha ha ha. Tag, you're it. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you. Whee! Strange little roundabout way of getting him back here. I don't know. I guess it was kind of funny. Like messing with the bad guy.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw.
Mm-hmm.
You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Zekowa's got a real anime protagonist voice going on. I made him a little too Western, but whatever.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag!
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
Uh-huh.
This barrel was at Shishenowetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola.
Shishenowetsi. Shishenowetsi. Am I gonna remember that in 5 minutes from now? No. Shishenowetsi. See, that third E should have a symbol over it. I don't know which one in particular, but it should.
The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
All right, pencil thin. What we gonna do now?
Oh, you've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Uh-huh. You would have had to arrest yourself. Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet. No, I like that. You have had to arrest yourself. That's good. That's good.
What's the meaning of this, Wuhute?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only because I found it. I swear. They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way.
If you feel your honor's at stake. The anime energy is so good.
The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Yeah, shoot at each other.
Wuhute, I challenge you to a duel.
There should be a few more D's in front of that. Oh, sorry.
The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it. Let your pistols do the talking! Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Uh-huh.
Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
How do you know they're using rubber bullets?
Be quiet. Just watch.
Maybe they only sell rubber bullets in this town, but if this guy's like bandit trash, what's to stop him from having real bullets?
Oh, you little shit!
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
That's fun. It is suddenly that I'm just playing a totally different video game, though. It's wild.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wihute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go.
That's the stipulation he's gonna use? All right.
As are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tona Tenui.
Tona Tenui. See, that Y should have a symbol over it. Tona Tenui. That Y is being pronounced like a U.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zekua? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done.
That voice, though.
Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
All right, Western Robin Hood.
Here, this was Vawuk Lamot's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the Vulture.
Haha, that was a pretty nice shot, right? I suppose so, yeah. Ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Oof, finally it's over. I couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'd ever repay you. I guess you're giving me a banana smoothie, I suppose. That was a pretty nice shot, right? Well, that was a pretty nice spot to end this chapter. I really don't know where we're gonna go from here, but that was a little more than I was expecting. It felt like almost side questy, but such as it is, this expansion is very much opening up a lot of new places for us to explore, and I'm sure they'll be becoming more and more known to us as time goes on. Thank you for watching. If you're watching live, there will be more. If you're watching on the archive, there's also plenty more, like Final Fantasy XVI and 7 Remake and 7 Rebirth, and the hard mode platinum trophy run of 7 Rebirth, which was quite something. Or plenty of other Final Fantasy XIV videos. If you want to go back and watch those, if you want to watch more RPG stuff. But until then, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.